Okay, so now we've talked about some of those leadership responsibilities as well as detractors. Now let's talk about some of the other roles. So we have the subject matter expert or senior users. These are the people on the business side that have been working in that industry, working in that business for a while. They get it. They know the technology and or they know the processes and or they know the industry and the business. And so here are the responsibility of those folks. The number one thing that they're doing is they're providing their needs and the needs of other users. That subject matter expert or senior user is really helping that product owner understand what the needs are of the organization, of those users of the organization, and helping them to shape that business vision. As well, that SME or subject matter expert senior user is also participating in those sprint reviews. It's important when the team is demoing what they've completed that we have all the right stakeholders in the room and we have all the right people reviewing that and understanding and providing their feedback. As well as just the sprint reviews, it's also that the subject matter expert or senior user needs to attend those feedback demos. If there's mid-sprint demos that are set up or other feedback demos that are set up, it's important that the senior users are there and can provide their feedback to help shape that solution. On that same note, they should be providing continuous feedback on product deliverables. When elements like user stories are being completed and that value is being given to the business at the end of that sprint, they need to be utilizing those various new features or functionality and providing feedback on how it could be even better. What adjustments could be made to it to create even more value? The subject matter expert, the senior user, is on the front line, and so they need to be bringing that feedback so then adjustments can be made. And not only just them getting their personal feedback on product deliverables, they should also be communicating with other users and getting some of their feedback and some of their perspective as to how the deliverable could be even better or what adjustments or changes could be made. And because the subject matter expert or senior users on that front line, they have a unique perspective and a unique context for the user stories and the requirements and the needs that have been defined. They can really help the product owner get their arms wrapped around why the business needs certain things or how various user groups will be interacting with that particular solution deliverable and their perspective of how they'll be utilizing it. And that's really important not only for the product owner, but also the whole agile team, just to get that perspective in context so that subject matter expert senior user can help provide that. Two other things that the subject matter expert or senior user can help with. Number one is if they're requested to do any testing, just to make sure they do it in a timely manner. Sprints are not long, and what happens sometimes is the subject matter expert or that senior user will be asked to test. They'll wait till almost the end of the sprint to test it, then they find an issue, and the team has very little time, if any time, to complete that fix or the change that's needed. That SME and senior user needs to be available pretty quickly to help do testing and get it completed in a timely manner so the team has the necessary time to make adjustments should they be needed. And then finally, the subject matter expert senior user is helping to make sure that the user story results are being used properly, that those product deliverables that are coming out of that agile team are being used by the users correctly, that the users are understanding what they're doing and that they're accurately and appropriately using those new features.